Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl. If you have ever stood in the art supply store aisle feeling completely overwhelmed or staring at your sketchbook and wondered what to use in said sketchbook, you are not alone. Today I am sharing my ultimate guide to mixed media art supplies, especially for beginner sketchbook artists who want to have more fun, less stress, and maybe even spend a little less money. Before we dive into the materials, let me say this. Use what you have already. Seriously, you don't need fancy tools to make beautiful and meaningful artwork. Using what you have builds confidence. It helps you really learn your tools. And best of all, I think it removes the pressure that we have to be perfect. And who needs that, right? So pull out those old colored pencils, those old markers. Even if they're dried up, they might still have a little bit of magic in them. The real joy of mixed media is experimentation. Your sketchbook is like a laboratory. It's where weird combinations can lead to wild and beautiful discoveries. Watercolor under Posca marker, love it. Tombow pens over gouache, why not? Some of my favorite pages in my sketchbook come from happy accidents, like spilling water or using the wrong side of the paper or having an ink bottle tip over. Don't wait until you know what you're doing. Just start now. Make a mess, and that's where your style can start. Okay, let's talk supplies. Here are a few of my go-tos for layering and experimenting in my sketchbook. Most of these are super beginner friendly. I like watercolor. It's perfect for making washy backgrounds, adding a flowy kind of texture to your sketchbook pages. I like gouache. I would think of it as watercolor's thicker cousin. It's great for layering and fixing things. Student grade of either watercolor or gouache are just fine. You don't need to get professional grade. You also don't need to buy a whole bunch of them. Just get some of the basic colors, and that's a great way to start. I also like Ecoline pens. They're vibrant, they're juicy, they are refillable, and you can use those just like watercolor pens. So in terms of dry material, I love colored pencils. They're great for drawing on top of watercolor once it's dried, for a little bit of extra texture, and great for making details in your drawings. Tombow pens are also readily available. They're double-sided, they're water-soluble, so you can get a lot of mileage out of them. They also come in a huge range of colors, but buy only a few in the colors that you like best and that you enjoy working with. Posca markers are an acrylic marker, and they're opaque and they're bold. They come in different widths. You can get really fat ones, you can get really thin ones. They're great for adding on the upper layers, the finishing layers, great pops of color and texture and all kinds of things. Let's talk about sketchbooks. Look for a mixed media or watercolor sketchbook, something with heavier paper, about 140 pounds. It can have smooth paper, which is hot pressed, or it could have paper that is a little bit more textured, called cold press. Here's the secret sauce of mixed media. It's layering adds richness, it adds depth, it creates surprises in your work. So if you start with a light watercolor wash and then add some colored pencil marks and then maybe some gouache, and afterwards when everything dries you can add highlights using a Posca pen. Every layer is a chance to respond to what's already on the page. It's a conversation. It's almost improvisation. And you don't have to be locked into a plan. So let's wrap it up. Use what you have, mixed media and dry materials both. Don't be afraid to experiment and let your sketchbook be in layers. Build it up. It doesn't have to be finished in one go. Your sketchbook is your creative playground, and there are no rules, they're just possibilities. If you've got a favorite mixed media combination that you love, drop it in the comments. I'd love to try it. And if you're just getting started, let me know what supplies you're working with. Maybe I can suggest some fun ways to use them. So don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends who might need a little extra inspiration. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.